So today we are going to discuss second part of our stoichiometry, that is oxidation state, calculation of oxidation numbers, redox reactions, what is oxidation, what is reduction, what are the types of redox reactions, balancing of these redox reactions, that is equivalent weight, molecular weight, that is equivalent weight, N factor. These are the second part of stoichiometry. So today onwards we are going to discuss that one. Okay. So now our topic is in stoichiometry oxidation numbers. So how to calculate oxidation number of a particular element in your given compound? What are the rules that are used to calculate these oxidation numbers of an element? Okay. So by using some standard rules, here we are going to derive other unknown elements by using some elements oxidation numbers. Other elements oxidation numbers are calculated by using these standard rules. Now I am going to explain what are those standard rules used to calculate these oxidation numbers, and then number of examples to find out. Okay. So see here, my dear boys. Okay. Our topic is oxidation numbers. Oxidation number, which is also called as oxidation state. Oxidation state or oxidation number. Both are same. What are these oxidation states or oxidation numbers? In our chemistry, because of electronegativity difference between the bonded atoms, so let us say, let A be the element and B is the another element. There is a bond between A and B. Where there is a bond, there is a pair of electrons. That is called as a bond paired electrons. This bond pair of electrons is attracted by both A and also B. Bond pair of electrons attracted by both A and B, but unequally, because these two elements are different elements, unequal attractive forces are there. One is strongly attracted and one is weakly attracted towards itself. This attracts this bond pair of electrons towards itself. This one towards the B side, but unequally. Let electronegativity of A is greater than B. That means the tendency to attract the bond pair of electrons towards A is more than that of B. Because of that, the electron pair is slightly moving towards the side, nearer to A side, and actually it is exactly we expected at this point, but it is slightly moving towards A. Because of that, A gets partial negative charge, B gets partial positive charge. This splitting into a bond into two oppositely charged ions is called as polarity. That means a charge is appeared on that particular element. That charge developed on an atom in its molecule is nothing but oxidation state or oxidation number. That is a charge. It is the charge that is appeared on the element in its molecule is the oxidation state or oxidation number. So is this clear, my dear boys? So what is oxidation state? That is the charge appeared on element in its molecule. So that is the charge in either it is positive charge, negative charge, or sometimes chargeless, zero charge, or fraction charge. These are all possibilities. That means that is the charge, that is the assumed charge, that is the hypothetical charge, that is the charge, something charge. That may be positive or negative, or zero, or a fraction, whatever it may be, that is a charge available on that particular element in that compound is called as oxidation state or oxidation number. Okay. Now we are going to calculate what is this oxidation state, what is the oxidation state of particular element in that particular compound, what are the rules to find out these oxidation states. So here we are going to discuss, see here. Oxidation state. It is the charge it is the assumed charge. It is the assumed charge of an atom in a molecule. It is the assumed charge on an atom in a molecule which is taken as oxidation state or oxidation number. It is the charge. Simply, it is the charge
It is the charge appeared on the
molecule. That is oxidation state or oxidation number. This oxidation state may be positive, negative, zero, or a fraction. Fractional oxidation states are also possible. Or a fraction. Oxidation state may be positive, negative, zero, or a fraction. Okay. Now, what are the rules to find out the oxidation states of these elements? My dear boys, is my voice clear? Did you hear me? Please clarify. Yes. What about the rest? What about the board? Okay. Thank you. So, maybe negative, positive, zero, or a fraction. Now we are going to discuss what are the rules to find out the oxidation states of elements. What are the rules to find out the oxidation states of elements? So see here. Rules. But please listen carefully. It is the basic for our entire chemistry. Everywhere the concept is used in entire chemistry because it is very, very, very important. Okay. It is not possible, my dear boys. I think volume is full ending. Volume is from my side. It is full ending. Check your data. Okay. Rules. What are these rules? What are these rules? So these are the rules required. You should mind. Okay. Yes, I will try. Please. Rules to write. So first point in first rule. In a molecule, total charge is equal to 0. In a molecule, total charge is equal to 0. Total charge means total positive charge is equal to total negative charge. Total positive charge is equal to total negative charge. Let us discuss with example. See here. Na2CO3. It is a molecule. In this molecule, the sum of, that is, 2 sodiums are there, plus 1 carbon is there, plus 3 oxygens are there. Okay. So sodium charge, carbon charge, oxygen charge. The sum of all these charges is equal to 0. The sum of total charge is equal to 0. For example, H2SO4 is taken and 2 hydrogens, 2 into charge of hydrogen plus 1 into charge of sulfur plus 4 into charge of oxygen is equal to 0. So it's important, whatever it may be. The sum of total charge must be equal to 0. Must be equal to 0. When it is possible? It is possible total positive charge, because some elements have positive charge, some elements have negative charge. So total positive is equal to total negative, then only the total sum is equal to 0. Because of that, finally, the total positive charge must be equal to total negative charge. In a molecule, total positive charge must be equal to total negative charge. So in a neutral molecule, a total positive charge is equal to total negative charge. That means on this no charge is there, 0 charge. On this no charge is there, HCSO4 total charge becomes 0. No charge is there. So in this case, charge is 0. That is the total charge is equal to 0. Next, second point. For ions, either positive charge or negative charge. For ions, total charge is equal to its charge. Its charge on ion. It's a charge on ion. Let us take an example. There is NH4 plus ion, ammonium ion. Here, one nitrogen is there. 1 into charge of nitrogen plus 4 into charge on hydrogen is equal to plus 1. Plus means plus 1. For example, SO4 2 minus is there. SO4 2 minus. That means one sulfur is there. 1 into charge on sulfur plus 4 into charge on oxygen is equal to minus 12. Is equal to charge. That means if charges are there, these are considered as ions. For ions, the total charge becomes equal to its charge. For example, PO4 3 minus ion. PO4 3 minus ion. Here, charge on phosphorus 1 into 1 phosphorus is there plus 4 into charge on oxygen is equal to minus 3. Because minus 3 is the charge, total charge. So if charge is there, total value is equal to its charge. If no charge is there, total value is equal to 0. Total charge is equal to 0. These are very, very important. First and most important cases. If neutral molecules are there, the total charge becomes equal to 0. If ions are there, that means something charge, positive charge or negative charges are there. So in that case, the total charge is equal to charge on that particular ion. Is equal to charge on particular. So these are the important conditions to calculate oxidation states of the elements, unknown elements, by taking known elements, standard known elements. Okay, so this is the first and best conditions. These are first important rules. Next point. Next, third point. So I'm going to give some rules to calculate unknown elements oxidation states. These are the standard conditions. Third point. What is this third point? That is oxidation state of an element never exceeds its group number. Oxidation state of an element never exceeds its group number. For example, 1A group elements are there. What are those? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. These are all one A group elements, and their maximum oxidation state is equal to 1 N because it is 1A. There, for all these elements, the standard value is, for all these elements, the oxidation state is equal to 1 N, plus 1 N. Please be mind, for 1A group elements, whatever it may be, their value is taken as plus 1. So when lithium is there, its value is plus 1. When sodium is there, its value plus 1. So rubidium is there in its molecules, so their values are taken as plus 1. So for 1A group element, oxidation state is equal to plus 1. For 2A group elements, my dear boys, in molecules or ions, oxidation state of an element never exceeds its group number. In 2A group elements, that is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. This is the second group element. For these elements, oxidation state is fixed to plus 1. Fixed. Whenever magnesium is present in your compound, its oxidation state is plus 1. Magnesium, calcium, its value plus 2. Barium, its value plus 2. So all second A group elements, their oxidation states are fixed to plus 1. Their oxidation states are fixed to plus 1. Next, for third A group elements, that is boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. For these cases, boron and aluminum, all these elements, oxidation state is plus 3. Oxidation state is plus 3 because it is the third group element. Third A group elements, oxidation state is plus 3. But stable oxidation state of thallium is equal to plus 1. Thallium is equal to plus 1, except that thallium remaining elements have plus 3. That is explained later in our classes. That is periodic table. So why that is plus 1? That is because of inactive pair effect. So in general, third group elements oxidation state is plus 3. Next, fourth A group elements. That is carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. These are fourth A group elements. Common oxidation state is plus 4. But lead has a plus 2. Lead has plus 2. That is the stable oxidation state. For remaining elements plus 4. Okay. These are general cases. That means their highest oxidation state. My dear point. So oxidation state of an element never exceeds, means greatest is the group number. Sometimes less than the group number also acceptable. For copper, plus 2 also acceptable. For boron, plus 1 also acceptable. But plus 4 is not acceptable in this case. Plus 5 is not acceptable in this case. Never exceeds its group number. Below that values are acceptable. For carbon, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, all these values are acceptable. But plus 5 is not acceptable because it is fourth A group element. Because it is fourth A group element, never exceeds its group number. So highest, greatest oxidation state of that particular element is plus 4. Okay. Now for 50 A group elements. For 50 A group elements, what are these elements? Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. These are the 5 elements in 15th vertical column of the group periodic table. That is simply called as in old days, that is 50 A group elements. For these elements, highest oxidation state is a plus 5. Highest oxidation state is a plus 5, fixed range. But because nitrogen is third best electronegative element, 8 minus group number also oxidation stated. That is -3 also possible. Because it is a high electronegative element. For high electronegative elements, negative oxidation states are also possible. Nitrogen also exhibits -3, but never exceeds plus 5. Plus 6 for nitrogen is not possible. Plus 6 for nitrogen is not possible. For bismuth, stable oxidation state is plus 3. For bismuth, stable. My dear boys, please be mind. These values, these are fixed range. These are known values, and these are known values. Okay. So for that is a phosphorus, plus 3 possible, plus 5 possible, plus 6 any not possible because it is 50A. So whatever it may be the element in 15th group, their highest oxidation state is equal to group number. Below that values are accepted, but above that value is not accepted. Highest oxidation number. Next, 60 group elements అండి. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium అండి. For this, greatest value is +6 అండి. Greatest value is +6. But for oxygen, it is a second best electronegative element. It is always shows -2 oxygen state. Later I am explaining about that oxygen, please wait. -2. But greatest value is +6. +7 for sulfur, +6 is acceptable. For sulfur, +7 is not acceptable. +7 is not acceptable. Okay, that means group element oxidation state never exceeds this group number. For halogens, for example, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, highest is +7 and highest is +7. Plus side for these elements not acceptable. So -1 also possible because greatest electronegativity. Okay, these are some oxidation state you should predict these values. Next, in our periodic table, the highest oxidation state is +8. In our periodic table, highest oxidation state is equal to +8. So during calculation of oxidation state, if oxidation state is equal to greater than +8, you must be wrong because highest value is +8. Highest value is +8. Okay, so yes. So that +8 is for osmium, ruthenium, and xenon. These are the three elements which exhibit highest oxidation state in their compounds: osmium tetroxide, ruthenium tetroxide, xenon tetroxide. In these compounds, these three elements exhibit +8 oxidation state. During calculation, if you calculate one of the elements oxidation state is +9, that is absolutely wrong because it is the highest state. It is the highest state. Okay, so never exceeds this group number, and highest is only +8. So below +8 everything is possible, but above +8 not possible. But every element its highest oxidation state is equal to its group number. Every element its highest oxidation state is equal to its group number. So that is oxidation state. So this please be in mind. Next, now I am going to give information one by one, those elements one by one. So for hydrogen conditions, what are the oxidation states for hydrogen? In generally oxidation state of hydrogen is equal to +1 and almost 99% it is correct. Not 100% my advice. Oxidation state of hydrogen is equal to +1. But sometimes, in hydrides, oxidation state of hydrogen is equal to -1. It is exceptional. 99% hydrogen is +1 oxidation state. But hydride conditions, their hydrogen is -1. See here, example. In H2SO4, total value 0, no doubt. But in particular, oxidation state of hydrogen is equal to +1. In H3PO4, hydrogen oxidation state is +1. In H2O, hydrogen oxidation state, single element is +1. In H2O2, hydrogen oxidation state is +1. So 99% the values are +1. But in NaH, that is with 1A group element, with 2A group element, and some other cases, if hydrogen is connected with 1A group elements and 2A group elements, these element value is taken as +1 and it is the fixed end. If it is +1, hydrogen is -1. That's why hydrogen oxidation state, where hydrogen is connected with 1A group metals or 2A group elements, hydrogen there as -1. In other cases, mostly in other cases, so hydrogen is in +1. Hydrogen is in +1. See here, lithium aluminum hydride. The name is hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride. The name is lithium aluminum hydride. Name is hydride. Their hydrogen oxygen state is -1. Whenever the name hydride is there, hydrogen is in -1. In other cases, that is +1. That is +1. Next, in H2 molecule, no other elements are there. In H2 molecule, oxidation state of hydrogen is equal to 0. That is, an element which is in its molecular form, oxidation state is equal to 0. If it is in combined form, either having plus charge or minus charge. Hydrogen mostly plus charge, and in a very rare cases minus charge. So see finally, what are the conditions here? In H2, oxidation state of hydrogen is equal to 0. In H2, oxidation state of hydrogen is equal to 0. Element in its molecular state value equal to 0. In O2, oxygen is 0. In O3, oxygen is 0. In Cl2, Cl is 0. That means elements which are in its molecular form, automatically the values are 0 and oxidation state. When they are in combined state, then only either plus charge or minus charges are possible. For example, what is the oxidation state of sodium at this condition? It is sodium and its value is equal to oxidation state is equal to 0. But in NaOH, what is the oxidation state of sodium? It is +1. So when element is in combined with another one, then only +1 is there. If it individually is there, its value is 0. Now, what is the oxidation state of sodium in Na plus ion? In Na plus ion, it is the ion in ion. So oxidation state of element is equal to its charge. Oxidation state of element is equal to its charge. So in ions, elemental ions, oxidation state is equal to its charge. For example, in H plus, what is the oxidation state of hydrogen? +1. In O minus 2, what is the oxidation state of oxygen? -2. In F minus 1, what is the oxidation state of fluorine? -1. So if element is in its is in ionic form, element, a single element is in ionic form, the oxidation state is equal to its charge. Here H2 is equal to 0. Okay, it is about hydrogen. Next, about oxygen. Towards your oxygen. So common oxidation state is equal to -1. The common oxidation state of oxygen, most of the cases when oxygen is there, their oxidation state of oxygen is -2. So it is particularly in oxide. In oxide, what is the oxidation state of oxygen? It is -2. It is -2. Next, but in peroxide, oxidation state of oxygen is equal to -1. In peroxide, oxidation state of oxygen is -1. Oxygen never show +6, my dear readers. In peroxide, please don't disturb me. So after completion of topic, please ask your doubt. See here, in peroxide, oxidation state of oxygen is -1. Whenever the name peroxide is there, see here, hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide. Its formula is H2O2. What is the oxidation state of oxygen? -1, because it is peroxide. Oxidation state of oxygen is peroxide. So what is this peroxide, sir? So peroxide means there is oxygen single bond. Generally between oxygen and oxygen there is a double bond. It is general end. But if there is a single bond between oxygen and oxygen, okay, that bond, this bond is called as a peroxy bond. Oxygen single bond is called as a peroxy bond. In peroxy bond, in this only, at this situation only, oxygen is in -1 oxidation state. Both the oxygens are in -1 oxidation state. In other oxygen cases, that is -2. Okay, for example, H2SO4. Its structure is sulfur, double bond O, OH, OH. This is the structure of H2SO4. Okay. Now, what are the oxidation state of? What are the oxidation states of these elements? See here. Now, oxygen generally. So, is this oxygen with OO single bond linkage? No linkage is there. Now, it has -2 state. Is this oxygen with OO like single bonds? No, there, not is there. It is -2. Is this oxygen with OO single bond? Single bond is there, but not with other oxygen. It is with sulfur end. With other oxygen only -1 end. So this one also -2. This oxygen also no OO single bond. This is also -2. Here hydrogen is in +1 end. Here hydrogen is in +1 end. So if all these are available, how much is for sulfur? Total plus is equal to total minus n. So total minus is -2, -2, -2, -2, -8. -8. Here is +2. Means remaining +6 is for sulfur n. +6, not -6. It is +6 n. +6 for sulfur n. So these are the oxidation states available. These are the charges that appear on that particular element. Those states are considered as oxidation states. Now one more example. H2SO5 ending. Not SO4, it is H2SO5. Here, this is called as Carros acid ending. The common name for this one is Carros acid. It is also called as per-monosulfuric acid ending. Per-monosulfuric acid. Whenever the word per or peroxy, another word ending. Peroxy monosulfuric acid. Peroxo. So all these three names for this one. Common name is Carros acid, or also called as permonosulfuric acid or peroxy monosulfuric acid. Whenever the word per or peroxy are there, there is a peroxy bond. There is a peroxy bond. Now the structure here, it is sulfur. It is sulfur. Now double bond O, two oxygens. OH. Next, OOH and OH and OOH. This is the structure H2, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. H2SO5. This structure. Now, what are the oxidation states of sulfur? See here, one by one. This hydrogen is in +1 oxidation state. This hydrogen also in +1 because this hydrogen is not connected with any 1A group element or 2A group element. This is oxygen, not 1A, not 2A. If 1A or 2A are connected, their hydrogen is -1. Now it is +1, it is +1. Next, this is the oxygen. Is there any OO single bond? No one. So this oxygen has -2 charges. This oxygen also have -2 charges. Now, what about this oxygen? There is no OO single bond linkage any. So this oxygen also has a -2 charges. But, so see, this is the oxygen connected with this oxygen with single bond ending. Now this oxygen has -1 charge. This oxygen has -1 charge because it is connected with other oxygen. So these two oxygens have, because this bond is nothing but a peroxy bond. A peroxy bond. Whenever a peroxy bond is there, those two oxygens are in -2, -1 and -1. But in other cases, those oxygens are ordinary oxygens, -1. That means all the oxygens may not be -1 state. Okay. So one peroxy bond is equal to two oxygens in -1. Remaining oxygens are in -1. Two oxygens are in -1. Remaining oxygens are in -2. My dear boys, is this example clear? In this case, so these are the oxidation states. Now automatically, what is the oxidation state of sulfur? Once again, it is +6. Sulfur is the 16th group element. Its highest oxidation state is 6, never exceeds its group number. Peroxy, double bond not exist. Only this is the bond and double bond is not exist. This is only the peroxy bond. Okay, so this is all about your oxygen. Now I am taking one more example. One more example, that is peroxy disulfuric acid or per-disulfuric acid or Marshall's acid. These are the three names for a single compound. This is welcome. Wait. I'm going to write the structure here. Two sulfurs are there, H2, S2OH. Two sulfurs are in central case. That is sulfur, and two sulfurs. Two hydrogens. See here. This is OH bond. This is also OH bond. Next, double bond O, double bond O, double bond O, double bond O. Here, H2, S2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, S6N. Remaining two oxygens are there. Now, those two oxygens are like this. These are the two oxygens. So these are the structures. These are the structures for H2, S2OH. Now identify the oxidation states of this oxygen. So this oxygen, no OO linkage in it. Now this oxygen has minus 2. This oxygen has no OO linkage in. This oxygen has minus 2. It is double bonded O. Always it is minus 2. This is minus 2. This is minus 2. This is minus 2. Next, this hydrogen plus 1. This hydrogen plus 1. This oxygen minus 1. This oxygen minus 1. These two are the peroxy link. This is a peroxy link. This is a peroxy link. Whenever peroxy link is there, those two oxygens only minus 2, minus 1 and minus 1. Remaining oxygens are in minus 2. There, the sulfur oxidation state is plus 6. Here also sulfur is plus 6. Altogether total charge becomes 0. Check it. Total charge becomes 0. Plus 6 plus 6. Plus 1 plus 1. That is 40 is the positive charge. Near minus 2, minus 2, minus 2, 6, minus 2, minus 12, minus 13, minus 14. Total becomes 0. So that means whenever a peroxy link is there, there only oxygen is in minus 1 oxygen stage. In other cases, oxygen is in minus 2 stage. It is second point towards your oxygen. Is this clear? Peroxy linkage. So this is very, very important towards your oxygen state identification. Next. So once again, I am going to discuss oxygen conditions. So for oxygen, in oxides, oxidation state of oxygen is equal to minus 2. In peroxides, so here oxygen is taken as minus 2. In peroxides, O2 minus is the formula for peroxide. Their oxidation state of Oxygen is equal to -1. And oxidation state of oxygen is -1. And in superoxides, another oxide is there. There O2 -1 and O minus 2 is oxide, O2 minus 2 is peroxide, that is, this is peroxide, -1, -1. Two oxygens with -1. O2 minus 2 is peroxide, O2 minus 1 is the superoxide. O2 minus 1 is the superoxide. And here, oxidation stage of oxygen is equal to -1/2. -1/2. This is taken as a fractional oxidation stage of oxygen. Fractional oxidation state of oxygen is possible in superoxide. In superoxide, oxygen exhibit fractional oxidation state, that is a -1/2. -1/2. Okay, these are the all these cases. See here, this is -2, this is -1, this is -1/2. All these cases are oxidation state negative ending. In all these cases, oxidation state is negative ending. But when oxygen give compounds with fluorine, then oxidation state of oxygen is equal to positive. Oxidation state of oxygen is equal to positive. Oxidation state of oxygen is equal to positive. Now, which is equal to, so example, sir. Example, that is OF2. It is the compound of oxygen with fluorine. O2F2, it is a compound of oxygen with fluorine. In this cases, here, this oxygen oxidation state is equal to +1. This it is a +2. This oxygen oxidation state is equal to +1. Oxygen oxidation state is equal to +1. So very, very important case, my dear boys. Even oxygen also exhibit positive oxidation state when it combined with the fluorine. Sir, why it is +2? Why it is +2? +1. So later I am going to derive the values. Please wait. This is about oxygen cases. So oxygen, most of the cases negative, but with fluorine it is positive. So oxygen exhibit negative oxidation state, positive oxidation state, and also zero oxidation state. And see here, in O2 and O3, oxygen and ozone, oxidation state of oxygen is equal to 0. Oxidation state of oxygen is equal to 0. So these are the conditions for oxidation state of oxygen. These are the conditions for the oxidation state of oxygen. It is very, very important. So you should remember. So these are the oxidation. Finally, oxygen shows positive oxidation state, negative oxidation state, zero oxidation state, fractional oxidation state. So fractional oxidation state is in superoxide. Negative oxidation is generally oxide and peroxide, negative oxidation state. With the fluorine, positive oxidation state, +1 and +2. But 0 in case of O2 and O3. So, my dear boys, is it clear? Towards your oxygen shows. So, these are the minimum you should remember towards your oxygen state. Okay? What, Karthik? What is your doubt? Why you are raising it? This is all about your oxygen. Next one, hydrogen, oxygen are completed. Next one, that is, see here. Fluorine అండి. Fluorine. Fluorine always shows -1 oxidation state అండి. Always oxygen fluorine shows -1 oxidation state because it is the highest electronegative element అండి. It is the highest electronegative element, so that is why fluorine always shows -1. Okay, so it is the first best అండి. First best electronegative element is fluorine అండి. Second best is oxygen అండి. Third best is nitrogen and chlorine అండి. Nitrogen and chlorine. That means fluorine always shows -1, oxygen shows -2. So these are also shows negative, but oxygen with fluorine positive one. Because fluorine is always negative one. Because fluorine is always negative, oxygen shows positive one. So these are the very, very important conditions towards fluorine. So in F2, oxidation state of F is equal to 0. Element in its molecular form, oxidation state is equal to 0. So the one and only oxidation state exhibited by fluorine, its compound is -1. Whenever a fluorine is in combined state, always the fluorine is in -1 oxidation state. -1 oxidation state. -1 oxidation state, please. Next one. Next one. Other conditions. Other conditions. In amalgams. Amalgams means any metal combined with mercury. Metal with mercury, the combination is called as amalgam. In amalgams, metal oxidation state is equal to 0. Mercury oxidation state also equal to 0. In amalgams, metal oxidation state is equal to 0. Mercury oxidation state also equal to 0. Let us take an example. NaHG. It is a sodium amalgam. So what is the oxidation state of sodium? Oxidation state of sodium, how much? Is equal to 0. Oxidation state of mercury is equal to 0. Oxidation state of mercury is equal to 0. Oxidation state of sodium is equal to 0. Okay. So in amalgams, for example, Mg2Hg. Their magnesium oxidation state 0, mercury oxidation state 0. So in these cases, elemental oxidation, metal oxidation state is equal to 0. Mercury oxidation state equal to 0. Please be mind. In amalgams, metal oxidation state is equal to 0. Mercury oxidation state also equal to 0. Next one. In carbonyl compounds, that is metal carbonyls. Metal carbonyls, that means when metal is in combined with carbon monoxide. Metal is in combination with carbon monoxide anytime. Metal is a combination with carbon monoxide number of times, whatever it may be. There also, oxidation state of metal is equal to 0. Oxidation state of metal is equal to 0. In metal carbonyls, oxidation state of metal is equal to 0. Oxidation state of metal is equal to 0. Okay, for example, in NiCO4, oxidation state of nickel is equal to 0. FeCO5, Fe oxidation state is equal to 0. So CO oxidation state is equal to 0. CO also 0, metal is equal to 0. So these are the, that is almost by hearting conditions and memorable conditions and you should memorize these conditions and very, very important. Okay. So carbonyl complexes, carbonyl compounds, that is CO2, that is cobalt. It is cobalt. Cobalt 2 times, CO 8 times. CO 2 times, CO 8 times. Here, cobalt oxidation state is equal to 0. Carbon monoxide, this is CO. Carbon monoxide, its oxidation state is equal to 0. In metal carbonyls, metal oxidation state is equal to 0. Metal oxidation state is equal to 0. In metal with amalgam, there also metal oxidation state equal to 0. So, by using these standard values, we will calculate other elements oxidation state. These are the standard values. So, very, very important. By using these standard values, you should use to calculate other elements oxidation state. See here. See here. What is the oxidation state of underlined elements in the following? What is the oxidation state of underlined elements in the following? So see here. That is K2Cr2O7. Underlined element is chromium. KMnO4. Underlined element is manganese. Next, CrO5. Underlined element is chromium. Next, MgH2. Underlined element is hydrogen. Okay. Next, C2O4 2 minus. Underlined element is carbon. Carbon. Okay. Next, Br3OH. Underlined element is bromine. Bromine. Br3OH. Fe3O4. Iron oxide state is iron. Fe3O4. Okay. So these are the different conditions. You should calculate oxidation state of the underlying element. So now I'm going to calculate one by one. See here. 2 potassiums. 2 into each potassium is 1 year group element. That's why plus 1 plus 2 chromium. For each chromium, let it be oxidation state 1 is X plus 7 into it is normal oxide, that is minus 2. Total value, there is no charge on it, that is equal to 0. Therefore, X is equal to plus 6. Therefore, oxidation state of chromium here is plus 6. Oxidation state of chromium here is plus 6. Next, here, potassium plus 1 into potassium plus 1 into manganese X plus 4 into oxygen minus 2 is equal to 0 because it is neutral one. Total oxidation state is equal to 0. Therefore, X is equal to plus 7. X is equal to plus 7. Next, CrO5. CrO5. So, for this, it is an exceptional case. It is a chromium peroxide. The name of this compound is chromium peroxide. There is peroxide. There is peroxide. In peroxide, oxygen oxidation state is minus 1. In peroxide, oxygen oxidation state is minus 1. See here, I am going to draw the structure of CrO5. The structure of CrO5, that is, chromium is the central atom. Oxygen with oxygen, this is oxygen with oxygen, this one, and a double bond O. It is the structure, double bond O. So it is going upward whenever it is used, wherever it is, both are custodic. This is CrO5. This is CrO5. Here, This is peroxy bond. This is also peroxy bond. That is why here oxygen is -1, here oxygen is -1. This one is -1, this one is -1, but it is double bonded O. This is -2. So now 4 oxygens have -1 oxygen state, 1 oxygen has -2 oxygen state. Now chromium is in. Calculate this one. That is the +6. Therefore, oxygen state of chromium here is +6. You should know the structure. So please be mind. This structure is called as a butterfly-like structure. It is butterfly-like structure. That is CrO5. CrO5 butterfly-like structure. So because of that, here chromium is +6. So chromium never exceeds its oxidation number +6. If you calculate directly, then chromium gets +10. It is not possible. It is only +5, +6. It is only +6. So because of this structure. Next one. C2O4. 2 carbons. We don't know the carbon value. So plus 4 into each oxygen has -2. Now charge is -2 equal to -2. Therefore, X is equal to +3. Their oxygen state of carbon is +3. Next, BrO8. Br3O8. Its structure is, you should know the structure. That is Br bonded with Br with Brn. Next, it is double bonded O, double bonded O, double bonded O. Double bonded O, double bonded O, double bonded O. And also double bonded O, double bonded O. It is BrO8, Br3OH. Br3OH. Now, calculate the oxygen states. Calculate. So, my dear boys, so count the number of those bonds. So, similar elements bonds are don't consider here. Don't consider this bond. So, bromine here 3 bonds, 3 to 6. That is bromine is in 6th oxygen state. Here bromine 3 to 6. Here also bromine +6 oxygen state. Here bromine. So, don't consider this one because similar elements bonds are don't consider. So here 2 + 2, that is 4 Ne, it is +4 +4. So in remaining all occasions, oxygen is in -2. Each oxygen. So 8 oxygens, 8 into -2, that is -16. -16. Here is +6, +6 and +4, +16. Overall the value is 0. Now what is the oxygen state of chromium? So one is +6, another one is +6 and central one is +4. These are the oxygen states of chromium. Bromine. So very, very important. Please be mind. It is the structure. If you don't know the structure, it is not possible to find out the oxygen state of these elements. Okay. Now, Fe3O4. Fe3O4. So 3 Fe we don't know, plus 4 into -2 is equal to 0. Therefore, X is equal to +8/3. It is the fractional oxygen state plus iron. Plus 8/3, that is the fractional oxidation state for iron. Or sometimes this Fe3O4 is known as FeO plus Fe2O3. FeO plus Fe2O3. So here Fe is in +2 oxygen state, here Fe is in +3 oxygen state. So these two are, this one, everything is possible for this oxygen. Fe3O4 is nothing but, it is a mixture of ferrous oxide and ferric oxide. In ferrous oxide, iron is in +2, ferric oxide, iron is +3. So in general, common one is, it is 8/3, +2 and +3, whatever it may be. These two are possible or this one is possible. Okay, these are the different oxygen states of different elements. Okay, so these are some examples. Tomorrow I will explain some other examples. So right now I am going to close this chapter here. Okay.